So I have to take the clock really forward here. We are in 2024, let's say in 2040. Dalal Street would be there. I'm sure we'll be interacting with you. What kind of India do you emphasize? Because with each cycle, the market cap construct of the market changes. What was blue chip, that's no longer the blue chip. What was blue chip in 1995 is no longer the blue chip of 2020. How do you see the construct of the market changing in next 10 years?
Well, it's very difficult. I mean, every bull market provides its leadership, like I said. So I told you, this bull markets, say with the public sector stocks, with the consumption theme, with the BPO people. We don't know what the next bull market, I cannot foresee what the next bull market would, but there's one thing I do believe, that the capitalist system translates or transmits between fear and greed, that people are going to be afraid to buy stocks and people are going to be rushing to buy stocks, okay? And when they're fearful, we want to be stepping up to the plate and buying and putting our capital to work, because at the end we have a deep belief in the abiding nature of capitalism in India. And when people are very hopeful and extraordinary jumping over to buy stocks, probably we'll book some profits out there. But I often say that the 3 Ds that are powering India are what I call democracy, demographics and digitization. India is a young country. While China is going to lose 400 million of its population by the year, next 20-25 years, India is going to gain 400 million. That is equivalent of creating a US or Europe in India. So demographics, India is in a sweet spot, young country, age below 30. So demographics is almost destiny in economics, as they say. So that will happen. Democracy, I mean, America is still litigating the 2016 election, or some say even the 2000 election. Who won it? Was it Bush or was it Gore? Who won Florida? They don't know. And in India, we have elections, results come in 12 hours, people accept the results and we move on out of that. So I think democracy is enshrined in India. I think people are now seeing the advantage of that. When you go to a capitalistic system, you can have major companies like Alibaba, one day by the wrath of a bureaucrat, completely assigned to the dustbin. Whereas in India, the democracy is slower, but it's more jurisprudence going on out there. So that is always good out there. And so you put democracy, demographics, digitization. You know, when Neil Armstrong came to the moon and I was a young kid of 12 years old, he said this is a small step for man, but a huge leap for mankind. I think digitization is India's huge leap. What has happened is allowed us to transform a chronically under infrastructure country to a well, beautiful infrastructure, because it relies on digital this thing. So whether it's UPI, Aadhaar, biometrics, and Nagpur, as you say. And that's an extraordinary revolution. They're getting good paid jobs. America just reported 3.5% unemployment rate. They don't have people at $20 an hour minimum wage. Here you can pay them $20 probably a day and probably less than that, and get a very high quality workforce. Cost of telecommunications zero, cost of office space is pretty attractive in India. So this business will boom in India. So I think the third leg of this 3-legged stool, democracy, demographics and digitization, is what's propelling this long-term story out of India.
There's another D, the Damani effect.
You're too kind to me.
Tell us a story which you've not told anybody about Dalal Street, about your experience every time you would walk from here to your office.
You know, I think on a more somber note rather than a more exciting note, I think one of the hardest days was, I think in '93, when there was a bomb blast that ripped through BSE, and these were the streets. You know, you could walk through. A lot of my vendors that I knew and a few of the colleagues I knew were injured on that day. It was heartbreaking. But there's good and bad time to story. The good part is the resilience. The market didn't even close, it opened as soon as possible. I think Sharad Pawar was the chief minister and he made sure that the BSE opened. He realized the importance of the BSE as a resilient factor in that day.